The last two rounds of the high school basketball playoffs have been an absolute roller coaster ride for the Lee Rebels and their fans. Incredible shots in the final minute have the Rebels one step away from the state tournament. But standing in their way tonight was the #2 North Crowley Panthers. And they'd already beaten #1 Duncanville to get there, so Lee had their hands full. The Panthers started on an 8-0 run. Blue chipper Willie Warren hitting the three. The Rebels did hit a few shots in the first quarter to keep the game close, though after that first run, Tevian Morris hits the floater in the lane, and then later in the first half, it's Morris to Josh Templeton. He's going to step up and knock down the three-pointer, but North Crowley ran away with this one. The Panthers are going to knock down yet another three from the corner to extend their lead, and then in the second quarter, off the steal, here's Warren, and he'll have the Rose dunk with the mango salsa, and Lee's season is over. North Crowley wins this one big, 111-57, the final score. Tonight, the Odessa Jackalopes had a chance to grab a lead in the division and overtake Arizona. The Jacks, winners of 4 of their last 5 to get here. We'll start with the first period, where there was some great defense from both teams, but check out Alexander Vincent. This Alexander Vincent save, sprawling out in front of the net to keep the game a scoreless tie. Later in the first, Jacks get on the board, Emerald on the power play, but Mike McDonald with the steal and beats the goalie one-on-one for the shorthanded goal and 1-0 lead. Move to the second period, Amarillo ties it up on the power play again. Jason Chafe deflects it into the net, and the Gorillas score, but the Jacks would go on a scoring spree after that and win once again 6-2 the final. If you're unranked, there's a good chance that you could go into Lubbock and win a game against Tech. If you're unranked and at home, you'll definitely beat the Red Raiders. But if you're a top 10 team and you're playing at United Spirit Arena, you're in trouble. Just the way it is. And Texas learned that the hard way. At the end of the first half, the Horns found themselves down. Charlie Burgess knocks down the three, and Tech is up 1 late in the first half. And then later, Mike Singletary makes a move inside, gets the inside layup, and Tech led by 4 at the half. Second half, Tech's biggest lead was 14, but here come the Longhorns. Gary Johnson with the offensive rebound and putback, plus the foul to cut it to 8. Only 1:30 left, Tech up 7. Augustine. DJ Augustine, one of the players of the year, knocks down the three, cuts it to 4. Less than a minute left, Tech still up 7. A.J. Abrams, the sniper, the sharpshooter, another 3, cuts the Tech lead to 4. A few seconds later, off the steal, it goes to Augustine underneath. He hits the layup, and Texas cuts into the lead. Now, Texas down 3. Augustine with a 1-and-1. He misses it, but Texas grabs the offensive rebound. It goes to J.D. Lewis, the former chef, to tie. No good, and the Red Raiders pull off yet another upset of a top 10 team at home. This time, it's the Texas Longhorns as Tech wins 83-80. The Tournament of Champions wrapped up today in Midland, and there were a few that expected Lee to win this one, just like they did last year. But unfortunately, the Rebels lost in the semifinal to Grapevine, but they could still finish their tourney play with a win in the third-place game. The Rebels jumped on top early. Let's move to the bottom of the second. Runners at the corners. Garrett Worrell, he's going to ground out on a nice diving stop by the third baseman, but Nick Salois scores to make it 1-0. The Rebs would get on a roll in the third. 2 runners in scoring position for Tay Allison, and the Tater rips one to dead center field, gets behind the center fielder. 2-run score, and it's 3-0. They'd add another run in the inning, and Lee would go on to dominate this one and win 9-3. They finished 3rd in the Tournament of Champions. In district soccer action, Permian hosting Abilene High. Boys game, Panthers down 1-0 to start the second half. Midway through the second, Chase Smith passes to Colby Pyron, runs through the defender and goes around the keeper, and the game is tied. Around the 7-minute mark, the Panthers complete the comeback. Austin James to Colin Green in the penalty area, sizes up his shot and buries it into the back of the net, and the Panthers win 2-1 the final to stay atop the district. The girls lost later 1-0. Power play. The finish in Lubbock right here on CBS 7. Listen up.
Outside, Lewis is there, a 3 for the tie, no! It's over. It is officially marked. Who could have seen this one coming? Texas Tech upsets Texas in Lubbock.
And there you have it. Texas losing at Lubbock, 83-80, the final score. All right, trivia. Brought to you by West Texas Nissan of Odessa. The name of the Boston Red Sox team doctor is Dr. Greg Morgan. He's the dude that was responsible for doing surgery on Kurt Schilling and the bloody sock and everything. That was Greg Morgan.
We knew it wasn't Mike. He yelled over here and said, not me.
Yeah, I think we would have heard of another Mike Moritz out there, but it was Greg Morgan, so there's your trivia answer.
Thanks so much, Javi. We'll be right back. Stay with us.